Hey guys, GamerGeek here, and welcome to episode 27 of the Weekly Roundup. I took your opinions in, as you said. Not many of you left that opinion. I was a bit disappointed, but oh well. I didn't give you guys a lot of notice, to be fair. I just kind of dropped you on it in the middle of the day. I was like, give me your opinion. And I'm kind of going to stick it with this for now and see how it goes. This is definitely easy for me to set up, for one, and I think this is more like a relaxed kind of discussion way. And then on Friday I'm going to try out like a 2-minute session. So if you like that, then let me know in the comments below, all that stuff. But we want to get on with the news, so we'll try and do this all in one take. That's the plan. And the first piece of news is to Take-Two. And they've been talking about GTA 5, because obviously a lot of people have been talking about it lately, because the date being changed to September. And basically what Take-Two is saying is that, you know, our rumours that are going around saying that, you know, it's going to be on the next-gen console or on dual consoles, he's basically saying, well, it's not going to happen. And he implied that, you know, the game is gonna come out in September, and it's gonna be really good. And the fact that it isn't maybe coming out on next-gen consoles at that time isn't gonna have too much of an effect, because the game is awesome. So just embrace it. Don't hang out for something that maybe isn't gonna happen. He didn't deny the fact, though, that it could come out at a later date on next-gen consoles, but he's kind of saying that on the launch date that they've given of September the 17th, it isn't going to come out on dual consoles or even out on the next-gen consoles. So if you are expecting that, that could not happen. But don't forget, he's working for Take-Two, he's the CEO of Take-Two. He's not the CEO of Rockstar, so it could happen. He's just implying that it won't. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Would that maybe stop you from buying it if it isn't coming out on the next-gen console? Or are you just such a GTA fan that you're going to buy it anyway? Because I don't think the next-gen consoles will be out by September. I think they're going to be more of a Christmas release. And even in the EU for the PS4 could apparently be due to rumours in January, so we could wait as long as that. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. And the next thing we're talking about is about a Half-Life Portal movie. Now, these kind of things have been thrown around quite a few times. You know, we've seen the potential of a Halo movie, of a Call of Duty movie, of a Need for Speed movie, and apparently this could well happen, a Half-Life / Portal movie. Maybe mix the two, I'm not quite sure. I think maybe that's what they're trying to do. But the director of Star Wars, J.J. Abrams, is saying that they are in talks with Valve at the moment to make the game. So it could possibly be a reality. And it is in the stages that it would be in Hollywood, where they talk and, you know, movies do become actually made and out in the cinema, which would be awesome. But my only concern is, as I discussed in the podcast which I recorded with the guys on Friday, is that how could this work? How could this actually pan out if it was Portal? Because, you know, the main character in Portal, you know, the person that you play as, doesn't say a word throughout the whole game. So how could it really pan out as a movie? It's more of a puzzle game, so I don't quite see how it could work. Maybe it works like a Hunger Games type thing. Not Hunger Games, I know that, but they're kind of along those kind of tracks, possibly, I don't know. But they said they're going to treat the game a bit like a book and try and stick as real to it as possible. And I'm hoping that some of the actual voice actors that were in the game actually come and do this game as well, sorry, this movie as well, because it would be absolutely awesome, and it would be nice to hear their voices again. And maybe it's could be an animation, because apparently it could be taken on by DreamWorks. DreamWorks don't just do animation, they do real movies as well, like real, you know, actually filmed movies. But if it was an animation, I think that would stay more true to the game and could work really well as well. And they could probably get, you know, the kind of things that happen in the game might not be happening in real life. So if it's still like an animation, they can still kind of stay more true to the game than anything else. So that could work out pretty well for them. But I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. But if you're excited for the movie, let me know down in that comment section. Now, the next piece of news is to do with LittleBigPlanet. Now, we've had LittleBigPlanet 2, it went down really well, and to be honest, between LittleBigPlanet 1 and LittleBigPlanet 2, I was like, what the hell can you do next? And apparently they could be doing something next, because it is rumoured that Sumo Digital, the studios up in Sheffield, which are owned by or just are affiliated, let's say, with Sony, are apparently making the next LittleBigPlanet. Now, some of you may be wondering why it isn't Media Molecule. Now, Media Molecule are working on new IPs at the minute. Tearaway is one of the ones they're working on, which they announced at last year's E3, which is a Vita game, which is a really cool game. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. And, you know, they're working on other new IPs as well, so they can't really work on LittleBigPlanet. They've kind of moved that over to other developers, like, you know, the developers that worked on LittleBigPlanet for the Vita. That wasn't Media Molecule, they just worked in partner with Media Molecule. So, you know, it's time for the other developers to put their spin on it. It'd be really cool to see. I just can't see where they can go next with it, because it's a platform game, and it gets to a point that how much can you add into a platform game before it gets repetitive and boring? But I trust the guys at Sumo Digital, and they've created some really cool stuff, so I have to wait and see, I guess. Crytek recently bought the guys behind Darksiders 3. Obviously, it was owned by THQ. THQ went into administration and sold a lot of their IPs, including Darksiders 3. Now, Crytek didn't really buy the IP. They bought a lot of the staff behind the game, the ones that were already in production of making Darksiders 3. Now, Crytek have come out to say that the people that are expecting Darksiders 3 might be a little disappointed because that's not really what they're working on. They're using the guys that created Darksiders 3 to help with their IP that they've already got installed, because they said that Darksiders doesn't really fit in with their plan or overall as a company and with the way they're going to kick out games, so they don't want to have to mess that up just to fit in Darksiders 3. So if you're expecting one, it's going to be very unlikely to happen right now, according to Crytek, and they said just expect some of their own titles from Crytek rather than some of the THQ stuff that you maybe have expected. But there we go. Let me know what you think on that. It could work pretty well. I know, the developers themselves are really good and have made some really good games. There's some of the guys in the studios, so it could work really well for Crytek. And I think rather than trying to mess things up for their company, by trying to get Darksiders 3 out for the fans, I think they've got to concentrate on what people are expecting from Crytek as themselves, and try and get that game as good as it can be, because that's what's going to benefit them the most overall. But still, if you want to let me know on your feedback or whatever, comments below on that topic, do it down below. And we'll move on to the next topic, which is to do with Origin for Mac. Now, I was talking about the alpha one a couple of weeks ago. It's now gone straight from alpha, and it's out. It's live for everyone to use, and it's got 50 games currently, including stuff like Batman, Lego, Sims. And it features a feature that Steam has had for a little while, and it's a really good feature. I'm really supportive of that. It's called cross-play. Basically means that if you bought the game on Mac, if it's available on PC, you can play it on PC for no extra cost. You can just download it straight and you have to buy the game once. Brilliant, brilliant feature. If you want people to, actually play your games on Mac or play them on PC, then you do these features as standard, because otherwise people aren't going to spend like 30 quid on a game once and then 30 quid on a different platform, because it just doesn't make any sense. So by doing crossplay, really, really good. I'm supportive of that. It's probably one of the best moves Origin have ever done, but they're just following the footsteps of Steam, really. But it's still really good. They could not have done it, but they have, thank God. As a Mac user, I am very, very pleased with that. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. So thank you guys for watching this episode. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Leave any feedback on the episode itself in that comment section. I read through them all. I take them all into consideration. So if you like it this way, hit that like button, subscribe to me if you're new, and hello to any new subscribers, and I will see you very, very soon. But as always, drink tea and game on.